Hello and welcome to Nottingham, where it's 5 a.m. and we're surrounded by over 1,000 bicycles whose owners have been bleary-eyed waking up in tents, hotel rooms and houses all across the city to come down to the waterfront here and compete in this iconic distance event.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the nerves jangling down here. The Outlaw Triathlon starts in the lake behind us at the National Water Sports Centre with a 2.4-mile swim. Then it's followed by a 112-mile bike ride around the roads of Nottinghamshire. Then it's all about the 26.2-mile marathon, which takes the competitors out into the city centre, back around the lake again, across the finish line, and gives them the title of being an outlaw.
A worthy title indeed, and for many of these athletes it will be about achieving their personal best, but for just as many others it will all be about getting to that finish line and hearing the roar of the crowd in this iconic distance event, which has become famous for its atmosphere and its support.
With the amount of gels and drinks on these bikes, it's pretty obvious that there's going to be some hungry competitors out there and that there's no ordinary challenge in store. Here's Patrick Winterton with the details of the day to come. I'm stood on the finish line, the calm before the storm, and I'm holding the winner's shirt. This is what all the competitors will be battling out for. And joining me on the finish line is last year's winner, Eugene. Thanks very much for joining us. This is currently my shirt. I know you won it last year. A little bit unexpected, if you don't mind me saying so. And you were even surprised. Why was that?
Well, the race last year, I came here to do my best, and I paced it well, and fortunately it was sufficient enough to actually win the event, and I was as surprised as anybody else, but absolutely delighted to win the Outlaw. I keep coming back, partly because the weather's always fantastic, but also it's a tremendous course, and we cycle around sort of North Nottinghamshire through some beautiful sort of villages. The run is along the river up to Trent Bridge and back, and the swim here is actually in this amazing sort of venue here, which is really warm and settled, and it's a fantastic event with wonderful support. So here I am.
To get to the start line, that's what I've said all along after Barcelona last year, and I'm pretty much here. In fact, I'm right by the finish line. It's pretty scary. To get to the start, to enjoy the swim, to have a cracking bike and a sensible run, and to finish in daylight, anything more than that will be absolutely awesome. I've got a little saying that says, I know I can, I'm sure I can, because I am. And that's something that on the bike and on the run, I know I can, I'm sure I can, because I am. It's a boom, boom, bump. It's just a repetitive, in my head metronome, and it just makes me smile.
Well, the tension down here is palpable, which is hardly surprising with what's to come. Behind every athlete, there's a story, and with the amount of investment and preparation that goes into an event like this, there's a lot riding on what happens today, as we've been finding out as we caught up with some of the outlaws. Is it your first one or you're returning?
Ironman, yeah. I've been here watching others, but yeah, it's the first one I've done myself, yeah.
How's your training been going?
Not very consistent.
Just enjoyed it so much last year. Great event, great atmosphere, nice location for us, not too far to travel, and everything's all on one site, so it makes life a lot easier than some other events where you're different locations for all the transitions. So yeah, great day.
There are all levels of athlete down here in transition as the guys get ready on their bikes. I'm joined by Jamie Quarry, former Commonwealth athlete, but decathlon was your event, Jamie.
Yeah, so this is something very, very different, but no less a challenge anyway.
How's your training been going leading up to this?
Prior to this, it was going quite well. I was looking forward to it and I was quite optimistic. I've had some problems in weeks leading up to it, problem with my calf, one or two things, but so hopefully it's just a case of getting it done and get round and see what happens, really.
Decathlon is 10 events. There are 3 events effectively here today. Which one are you looking forward to least?
Probably the swim. I say the swim is something I've kind of learned to swim in the last year, or learned to swim better in the last year. Once I get that out of the way, I can sit on the bike for a bit, and then. But yeah, I think just getting the swim out of the way.
Well, some of them look like they can't believe that this is actually happening, but race day really is here. But I can tell you, there are some nerves out there.
Absolutely petrified. Absolutely petrified.
I don't really know what to expect apart from pain, exhaustion, but elation at the end, hopefully.
Done plenty of preparation ahead of today?
I hope so. It's too late now for Evans.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, all right. Nervously optimistic, I think. It's too late to have nerves now, really, isn't it?
Well, this is the moment then. All of the hours, weeks and months of preparation is all about this. It's time for the off. So let's go join your race commentator.
The start of the swim, you're thinking, right, what line am I taking to the first buoy? Who's around me? Which feet am I looking for? Which athletes are near me, staying out of trouble? I think that's what I tend to focus on. It's almost the processes rather than the end goal. I'd hope to swim about a 55. You know, the best swimmers may swim a 50, but 5 minutes lost in the swim is nothing compared to the bike or the run.
Every race you do, you always learn something different. And the thing about Ironman, it's such a long day. What might have worked in the last race isn't necessarily going to work in the next race. So you've got to have the nutrition plan, you've got to have your pacing plan, but at the same time, you've got to be able to think on your feet and change that if you need to.
And there's our third swimmer coming out of the water. So it's James Beattie, one of the Army guys. We've got Luke Matthews, Ian Tyers, he's one of the police Okay, so we have Chris Andrew Noble through there. We have two male members from Mississippi.
Quite a local race for me. I live in Sheffield, so it's not too far away. I've got lots of friends that have done the race before, so it's awesome. Particularly my friend Breaker, who you can talk to in a bit. She's done it a few times, so organisation's great, the support's great, and it's just a really good fun race to do.
So Raker's taken you round the course, and she giving you some tips, or is there a bit of competition between the two of you?
She's been amazing, actually. There's no real competition. We're kind of just really happy for each other and kind of just really looking forward to seeing each other on the course. I think the run, because it's kind of out and back and loops, I think we'll be able to see each other for a little bit of a high five and see how each other's getting on.
No competitiveness at all. She's a much better swimmer and a much better runner than me, and hopefully I'll make some time off on the bike, but who knows, who knows.
That's it, guys.
Jamie, how are you doing?
Yeah, glad that's over with. It was probably about as I expected, so I'm quite happy. So I'm ready to crack on now.
You're on time. You said 1:35 on the swim. I think you've nailed it.
Yeah, I think I got there. So yeah, looking forward to the next bit anyway. So head down for a bit and get on with it.
Best of luck.
Good stuff. Cheers.
So excited! Have fun! Thank you! See you soon! Bye!
But it's a great atmosphere down here, and what a fantastic send-off for the swimmers turned cyclists. I hope there's support like this out there on the course, because I've got a feeling that the competitors are definitely going to need it.
Welcome back to the Outlaw Triathlon, where over 1,000 athletes are currently out on the bike course. And by the time they reach South Westminster, they will have not only swum 2.4 miles, but they will have also cycled more than the distance from London to Brighton. But at the 56-mile mark, this historic church signifies only the halfway point of their route around Nottinghamshire today. And of course, after that, well, there's still the marathon to go.
For the last sort of 5 years or more, I've been writing about triathlon and training for Ironmans, and I've been coaching people to train for Ironmans as well. So now it's time for me to show that I can practice what I preach.
Really enjoy the bike. I do like going for it on the bike, so there's no secret to my race plan. I try and swim as hard as I can. Even though I pace the bike, I do attack it at times as well. And then it's a case of survival on the run really, so yeah, not to walk on the run.
Everybody's been saying, are you going to want to be on the podium again? Are you going to do one better? And the reality is, I don't know who else is taking part. And I know a couple of girls who are really, really strong. So I don't know where I'm going to finish. I want to be smiling when I come through the finish line. I want to have had, hopefully a great bike, because that's my best bit, my strongest bit. But it's just great to be here, a sunny day, lots of friends around, lots of family. I'm just going to really try and enjoy it and not get too het up on finishing on the podium or getting a particular time.
With pacing, I know to be sensible, particularly on the bike, I think, don't go off too hard and knack on my legs for the run. Things like I eat every half an hour on the bike, so that kind of breaks it up. Sometimes with the run, I count in my head. It's something I heard Paula Radcliffe does. It's a good tip, the best. Just count to 100 over and over again, and then it's amazing how quickly the miles go by when you do things like that.
Well, with the athletes coming through this spot here at Carr Colston 4 times on today's bike crew, it certainly is the perfect spot for spectators, many of whom have travelled quite some distance to be here.
From Lanarkshire, from Athlete Triathlon Club. There's a team of about 9 taking part, so we're hoping to see them soon. It's a great event, fantastic event, really enjoying it.
Now, I know my geography, and that tells me that's a Cornish flag. You guys have travelled a long way today.
We have. We've come all the way from Snorstall. It took us about 8 hours on Friday morning.
And who have you got racing here today?
We've got Steve Kovas, Matt Nicholas and Stuart Nicholas.
Have they come by yet?
No, they've come by one way and we're waiting for Steve to come past the other way. So they're on their way well and truly well.
We're supporting your dad, aren't we?
What's your dad's name?
Matt Bacon.
And what number is he?
390.
How's he doing so far?
Well, he threw up on the swim.
He threw up on the swim.
Because of the sea, but now he's fine.
I took up triathlon 6 months before the Outlaw last year. It was a birthday present to myself, and bought a bike and started swimming again since I hadn't swum since I was 11. So yeah, just kind of got going with it last year and really enjoyed it. So back again.
This is him. Yeah. Mine's here. Well done. Well done. Just over the line, give it to the bike to the guys. Sorry, so you can look out which one's relay, which one is it? Mine's here. You spend it for the line. Well done. Bike to the guys. Okay, thank you. Mine's there. Well done. Bike to the guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Really bumpy, isn't it?
He had a 15-minute lead there, didn't he?
I ain't saying anything.
Huh?
I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, you just ruined my... Why? What? Go away. I knew he'd overdo the bike. He always does. It's a long way to run if you're really hard. Or it's just really good. Well, there's that. And you won well as well. Yeah.
Just before the line. Well done. Well done, guys. Well done. Before the line. Well done. Bike's just a brand. Well done, guys.
Team green.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just behind Stuart Clare. And here we have, this is our first female, Stacey Dransfield. Stacey a big cheer, please. She's got a TV crew. So she has picked up a bit of time on the final too far behind them. So just like John
Welcome back to the Outlaw Triathlon. Many of the 1,150 athletes are now out on the run. But as ever with distances of this kind, and as we saw last year, dreams can be dashed or made real on the final 26.2 miles.
I've always had a bit of a problem, especially when I get to about the 30k point of the run, and that's really where it, you know, the race really starts. If you're in a race and you've really got to knuckle down and suffer. There's nothing, no two ways about it. You've just got to get down and suffer, you know.
Do I need to eat? Do I need to back off here? catching your heart rate, not burning matches as they call it. So if you go too hard and you burn a match, may not affect you then, but when you get to the end of the run, you've burnt too many matches on the bike, you may find it very hard to keep running.
Oh, I'm in the hurt locker massively. 2 punctures on the bike. I didn't even know if I get to the end, so I just put my head down and gone balls out, and I think I've ruined myself.
So how long are you into the run?
Literally just started.
You just started the run, and how do your legs feel?
Like death.
How far are you into the run? Because it is looped. Quarter of a mile, so you just got off the bike. How's the legs feeling?
My legs are fine. My back aches a little bit. I took my time in transition, almost a full change, and I feel relaxed. I'm going to stay relaxed and going to keep smiling.
Twigg, you've done it today, mate. And Outlaw! Fantastic. 9 hours, 3 minutes, 31 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, your male Outlaw champion.
I think I did it the hard way from the front, and you know, I had a comfortable swim. I went for it on the bike, I always do, and then I was running well for the first 20-30k, and then I really blew the last 10k. I managed to get it together for the last lap, but I mean, I was running scared at the end, I think. Yeah, you know, you'd think it was comfortable, but that's Ironman, you know, all it takes is one, you know, mishap and they come at you like hell.
I've never done the Outlaw before, I've never done the distance. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. So I took it quite cautiously. I was really scared. I barely slept for 2 days and I was worrying about the distance. So yeah, I managed to get around. I obviously paced it okay in the end.
I'm just so pleased that I held it together on the run. I've never been able to do it before. Last time, man, I really fell apart at the halfway bit, and just I sort of hang on. So I'm pleased that I'm almost like I raced it, and so I'm dead pleased.
I'm absolutely thrilled. I knew I was better on the bike than last year and I was flying about 6th place, something like that. But the TV crew told me that the leading lady was miles away and I'd never catch her. So I thought, well, as long as I get top 3, I'll be happy. And then just on the run, I started just reeling them in. So it was a big surprise.
A little bit faster, so I'm really pleased with that. I had a great swim, really enjoyed the bike. The run was horrendous, really struggled. I knew from about maybe mile 5 that I was just in trouble, all sorts of trouble. You know, normally you have a couple of minutes of dark periods. I had 90% dark periods. It was tough, really tough.
It was tough. Fantastic course, fantastic day, tough, but they're meant to be. I can't describe it, it means everything in the world. That's what you're doing all the way around, 26.2. Looking forward to these guys being there.
Much harder than I was expecting. The heat has wiped me out. Absolutely wiped me out.
First time here at the Outlaw?
Yeah, really good, brilliant. Absolutely loved the day.
Fantastic, really fantastic. Yeah, totally unexpected for me, really. Big struggle on the run, but you know, everything else, what can I say? Absolutely amazing.
near in the end. How are you feeling?
Oh, elated. I know it's going to probably, performance-wise, probably one of my worst races, but I think actually probably personally my best that I think I'm going to finish now.
Right, well, come on then, you can do it. See you at the finish line.
What an amazing atmosphere we had.
Yeah, 76 Charlotte. Yeah.
Nice one, Paul.
Should we ask her to run up and
And James Bradley.
Well, huge congratulations, and your training partner came in third place.
No, I was so pleased for her, and she wanted to go around about 11 hours. She did 11:02 as well. I'm just so elated. So it was brilliant as well. We saw her 4 times on the ride on that out and back. It was just great to see her.
Are you still feeling strong?
No, I'm knackered. Absolutely knackered. I got 1 lap to go, but it ain't going to stop me now.
I'm just shattered. I did an Ironman 30 years ago and I haven't been one since, so I thought I'd have a go. I did Hawaii 30 years almost to the day, so I thought I'd have it. And I'll be another 30 years.
Well done. Is this last lap?
Yes.
Well done. How you feel?
My knee. I would love to run, but my knee won't let me. I'm very disappointed.
What's kept you going over the last lap?
Because I'm not going to not finish.
One leg.
That's it.
It must be so painful.
It really hurts. Just getting to the finish. I got my kids.
You'll do it.
My wife at the end.
Go on, you'll do it.
And that's the motivation to get there now.
It's really hard work. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but I'm so proud. I'm doing this for so many reasons, but the main reason I'm doing this and running still is I have a gorgeous brother, one brother, and he's got horrible MS, and he can't walk, he can't eat. And do you know what? He wakes up every day and he looks the day in the eye and says, come on. So if I can't run, cycle and swim for around 14.5-ish hours to make him proud of me, then there's something quite wrong as well. I'm proud of everything that I've achieved for myself. I've had a lot of drivers, a lot of motivators, and I'm just proud that I've got it. If anybody tells you you can't, there's no such thing as can't. All you've got to do is believe anything is possible. Brilliant. Phenomenal event.
the run was probably to be expected given the work I've kind of not done and the condition I'm in. So I'm really happy actually. I'm glad to have finished it, and a few dark times out there, but you know, you just push on through, and you know, and that's the character that you have to show to get through it. So it's good.
Huge congratulations, it's been a long day, but your last challenge now is to fight your way through this crowd. Can you believe there's all these people here to see you?
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's absolutely fantastic. This is your moment, sir. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Young or old, spectator or competitor, the Outlaw has managed to inspire the masses once again. Even at this late stage, everyone's still loving it. Probably so much they'll come back and do it all again another year. But for this year, from all of us, goodbye.